Hi, I'm Lavinia Butler, and welcome to Luvric and Company. We all into Nashville in action, and Nashville is going to be full of action in October when the International Black Film Festival hits Nashville. And here to talk about it is the founder of the International Black Film Festival, Miss Hazel Smith. Hazel, welcome to Luvric and Company.
Thank you. It's good to be back with you again.
Yes, it is. I remember we went to the studio a few years ago. And what happened then? You told me there's something exciting happened from when we filmed it. You were getting ready to have your film festival and one show we had. Or is that something you don't want to share on TV?
Right.
Oh, we'll leave that one alone. But there's so many good things for people who see you on TV and enjoy.
Oh
the
yes,
film
I
festival.
would like to share that. And that was a rerun that you were running of the last time that you interviewed me, and there was a gentleman watching from Australia, and so he called me.
Wow.
And he said, "I'd like to help you, Hazel." And since then, he has come on my board. He travels the world. He's in film and music, and it's helping us tremendously.
That is amazing. See, now you heard that watching Luvric and Company.
Right.
I mean, you never know who was watching us.
You never know. You really, really
That
don't.
is amazing.
And I've heard, so many people have seen the show, and then they will call and ask, well, when is the festival going to take place? And like today, we're going to talk not only about the festival, but about the summer series, which is helping to kick off even more interest in film and what we're doing, and bringing some of those films to this area that may not get here. If they come, they don't get the attention that we would like to see them have.
Well, let's just dive on into that, Hazel,
Okay.
and talk about. Let's start with the film festival itself. When will it be held?
It will be held the last week of October, and we can't announce. That will be announced very, very soon, but it will be the last week of October,
Okay.
going into November. We pushed it out a little bit because we're going to use a facility that will not be ready until then.
All right. Well,
We can't say more.
We like a little mystery.
Right.
Okay.
So, just watch the paper and our emails and our website, so people will know exactly. We will have it heavily advertise it.
And we can't disclose any kind of maybe some films or
Well, I can tell you about the films that we
a
have.
special guest.
Well, it's a few things that I can tell.
All right.
So we know we've got some excellent films from our filmmakers that are from around the world, and we do have films around the world this time, as always. And the films are extremely good. They're getting better and better as people have more access to technology, honing their skills even more. So, I mean, we can tell the quality of the work that's coming into us. That's for the competition films. Now, we are looking at some top films that are going to come out. And like we had the national screening of Dark Girls.
Yes.
That went on to be picked up by OWN and was shown on Oprah's channel. But that took place, the first screening and the acquisition of that film took place right here in Nashville.
I remember when Dark Girls was
right.
premiered,
So that is a big coup for us, and the word is getting out. When I saw Bill Duke about 3 weeks ago, and we took a picture, CNN picked it up, and we were trending across the country about Dark Girls, and there were many mentions of Nashville, Tennessee, and the Black Film Festival here.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
That is great.
Yeah, yes.
Well, now, and so that's going, but in October, we'll just wait to hear more.
Wait to hear more. I can't, we have to sign contracts with everyone.
Oh yeah, so you gotta wait till it's. Oh, I understand. It's got to be in ink first.
Right, and I have to be careful because I have made mention before, and it came back to bite me.
We don't want you to get bit. Let's talk about what you do know. You can tell us
Right.
about the summer festival.
Right.
Yes, that's the summer series of films.
Right.
Now you've only done that maybe this second year
This
of
is
summer
the second year.
of
Right.
summer festival
Right.
films. Yes, because mostly it's always the fall festival.
Right, exactly.
But tell us about the summer series.
Well, we have some excellent films. We just had our first screening at Belmont University at the Trout Theater. And they're a great partner, and we want to say thank you to Belmont for opening its doors to us. So we have, we just showed 4E, Apartment 4E, an excellent film, excellent film. These are independent filmmakers. So we're going to bring in also Spike Lee's film, Red Hook Summer. And Spike
heard that one. Yes.
well, Spike has been retweeting that film is going to be here in Nashville. And we hope to have a treat for everyone when we screen that film.
Okay.
And so, and also we have just acquired the rights to screen The Under Shepherd with Isaiah Washington and with Lou Gossett. And that is, we're doing that in partnership with TV1.
Oh, okay.
So when we screen that film, TV1 will be here.
Wonderful.
Because it is important that they come out and meet the public and talk about what they're planning to do. And I can share this with everyone. They are looking for content. As every news channel that's out there, like Aspire and...
so TV1 is looking for maybe some persons who come to the film festival, and they can even bring their
they can pitch.
That's nice.
They will be with us at the festival.
That is wonderful.
And once we have several other new channels that are also out there that people know about, they will be at the festival also.
Now you might want to explain to everybody what pitch is too.
Well, pitch is where
we understand when they're going to make their pitch for their little future films and stuff. But explain it to the public.
You know, it can be anything from a concept to an actual completed project. If you have an idea for a film, if you have an idea for a movie or a documentary, you come and you pitch to the executives from, say, Universal Studios, who will be here with us this time.
Oh, wonderful.
And Image Entertainment, who will be here with us this time. TV1 will be here with us this time. And we've invited several others, but until we have the sign on the dotted line, I can't say those names yet.
I understand. But it's sounding more exciting every minute you talk.
Yeah, we are excited because, you know, we don't have to do as much work as we used to have to.
That's always a good thing.
Yeah.
You have good quality and less, you know, not reinventing the wheel all the time.
Exactly.
That's a good feeling.
So people are coming to us.
That's good.
So we have executives coming to us. We now have E1 Entertainment is now one of our partners, and we are hoping to partner with other companies and studios and distribution companies that have approached us. You'll hear more about that
wonderful.
Very soon. Right.
Well, when Hazel, this is getting. I know we got off of summer a little bit,
right.
And we keep getting back to this,
Right.
but it's all tied in.
It is all tied in, and so the reason we are doing the summer series is because we can't fit all of these good films in during the
fall festival. Yes.
Right. So now you're going to see us. We're going to be here all throughout the year, and we're going to call it Four Seasons film.
Four Seasons film.
Uh-huh.
What, the film festival?
We will show films all throughout the year. So we have now contracted with several distributors that will provide us films. Some will be premiere films, which that's what we're always looking for. And some will be films that came here but did not stay long. And the general public may not have had an opportunity to see that film. And we also hope to bring talent with many of the films so that people can have firsthand opportunity to talk with these people on how they too can get their projects going.
Well, I found that's very exciting, really, because people need to know. You have many people here locally,
Yes.
and young and old,
Right.
who would like that opportunity to pitch,
Right.
and also to just to learn, get education on how to do certain things. How can they get their movies, or just to become an extra or do something, anything
Right.
in the movies themselves.
Now, Nashville, as you know, is now becoming more active.
Very. I said Nashville in action. You're right. Active in the movies with the program Nashville.
Yes.
And so forth. Nashville is getting more and more, you're right, getting more and more, what is the word I'm trying to say, more known throughout the country, other than just music, the music industry.
Exactly.
The film industry is really booming in Nashville now.
And it's going to grow even more. And one of the things that we have to do is, I heard someone who is who knows what Nashville has to do in terms of how we keep films coming and keep the work coming here, is that we must make sure that we have a ready workforce. So
that's
therefore,
important. That is so important.
right,
Oh,
because
that's so important.
it's economical, rather than to have to bring everyone that's working on a film.
Exactly. That makes the cost of the film rise from bringing people all across the country and the world somewhere. You're right. When we have the talent and the resources locally.
Right. So we want to help to make sure that those people are ready to do the work.
Good.
A lot of local people here. While we also, at the same time, while we are encouraging filmmakers to come, like Spike Lee, we've been talking to him about maybe some of his projects can come here. He came here years ago with Do the Right Thing.
Right.
And
that's been seriously
years ago. But, you know, now we can compete somewhat. But we help our own situation when we are fully prepared with the workforce. And then we encourage our legislators to increase that incentive package so that, you know, the filmmakers would see that it's worthwhile.
That's good.
Right. But then I want to get back to our
the
summer series. That we are very excited about the Under Shepherd that's coming. And I spoke about bringing some of the talent. And Russ Parr, who is the independent filmmaker, Russ has shown every film that he's made. He brought it to Nashville for us. And one time he brought his film, and I only had 3 people in the audience.
Oh.
And he is now, he was surprised when he came back with 35 in ticket. We had the world premiere of that film here before it went to the theater. And that film, the theater was packed.
Wow.
And he said, you know, this is much better. Because he had told everyone I put him in a cornfield with 3 people, which was not so. But we also have the film Winnie, which is the story of Winnie Mandela.
I was going to say, it's a Winnie Mandela.
Right. That stars Terrence Howard.
Well, now, Hazel, now tell us again now, who is the Under Shepherd?
The Under Shepherd is with Isaiah Washington and Lugasi. And it's a very poignant movie. It deals with some of the issues that churches are are facing today, and with, you know, some of the indiscretions that may take place in a church. So it's very good, and I think it will be
Yeah,
good.
I'm looking forward to seeing that one.
Oh, you are going to love this, and this is the reason that TV1 is coming and putting so much emphasis on this, because it has been a big crowd pleaser, if you say that.
The plot of it sounds great.
Oh, it is.
Uh-huh.
It is excellent. And Russ Parr did an excellent job with this film, and you will enjoy talking to him. He's a radio personality out of Washington, D.C., and a filmmaker. And he's going to talk, too, about, you know, his journey in wanting to tell stories. And tell it through film.
Oh, that's absolutely wonderful.
Yeah.
But now, what are some of the other summer series films?
Well, we're going to bring the movie that is coming to theaters in September, Winnie. And in that movie, Terrence Howard plays the lead.
Oh, that's right. You mentioned that earlier.
Right,
Yeah.
Along with Jennifer Hudson.
Oh, my word. She's playing Winnie?
Yeah.
That will be, say no more. You know, as somebody would say. But yes. Tell us about that one, though.
Well, now, this is an appropriate movie at this time because Nelson Mandela just reached his 95th birthday. And this movie is about Winnie's story. In November, there's a film coming out called Mandela.
Oh, that's right.
Which is mostly his story. So everybody gets
Winnie's story.
Right, this is Winnie's story.
Now, where was it filmed? Was it filmed in Africa?
A lot of it was done in South Africa. And so when they first did this film, it was not received well. They went back and reworked that film. And so it's going to major theaters in September. And we have, I know that we have the first
viewing of it?
First viewing in the South. So we're very pleased to have that for a summer series.
That is nice.
Yeah.
I see why you're doing. I really like that you've really expanded to 4 seasons or 4 seasons of the year, more so than just only focusing on the fall or one time of doing it, because you're getting all these other movies and you're creating more opportunities for people to get involved.
Well, people need a platform. And and one of the things, you know, people say to me, well, black film, I don't know. And can I come? Is it for everyone? It is for everyone because it's everybody's story. Our stories are intermingled. We are not out there in the wilderness alone. So we are excited about the opportunity to show who's making these stories and who wants to tell even more. And so out of the 8,000 plus film festivals that are in the country, there are just a handful that deal with cultural issues with people of color. So therefore, you just understand what's not being shown.
Now, is that the reason you started let's talk about that.
Right.
That you started the whole film festival. How long ago was that?
Well, we started in 2006, and yes, that is the reason, because we discovered that there was a large number of veteran and young filmmakers that didn't have anywhere to take their films. So I work with a lot of the other cultural film festivals around the country. And this year we've invited a guest to one of the most noted film festivals, which is the American Black Film Festival out of Miami with Jeff Friday. So, and a lot of people think we're in competition, but we're not. How can you be in competition when if you stirred us up, we wouldn't be even visible in the whole pot. So, therefore, we try to make sure that we have these opportunities. And I don't want people just to come to us. I want to be able to send people to another festival and to all festivals. We're working very hard to make sure that when we see a talented person come across, I'm going to suggest that they submit their work to the best film festivals out there, and don't give up. Because I can't take you where you need to go. I may get you some exposure at this point, but we're working on that. But we may have some exposure for you, but you need to keep going in and keep showing it, because as many times as you have that you have a film and that you have those laurels around it, that you are an official selection of ABC Film Festival, it gets you ahead 10 steps. So those things are important, to be an official selection of a film festival. So now we are sending people to places like the Bahamas. We're, of course, we are partnered with France. We have films that are going, we receive films from all over the world, like Burkina Faso, which is a French-speaking country. We're getting ready to start a series of a film that's coming from Senegal that we're going to introduce to colleges and universities.
Oh.
Because France has this special program and grant.
Is that sort of an exchange between universities?
It's an exchange between the French consulate.
Okay.
Trying to promote their French speaking filmmakers and to other parts of the world. And since we're a partner of theirs, that's one of the things that we have said that we would do.
Okay.
So we will be working with colleges in and around the region to introduce the films that are coming here.
That's really good.
Yes.
That's a very good thing for the community.
Right, and so we need to recognize other cultures. We need to listen with a different ear and see that we have more things in common than we do that are different. So the film is an excellent way of helping people to communicate. Yeah.
So you've done the International Black Film Festival from 2006 to now.
Right.
That's good.
Right.
And it's, you learn I know you've added I said new things, but last year you did the what was that
That was an online festival.
Online festival. That was different too.
Well, that was different, and let me tell you, a good thing happened out of that.
Okay.
If we went to an online festival because we didn't have the funding to do the physical festival.
Okay.
And it's hard,
Well, it is. And like everything's expensive.
Exactly.
Everything.
So therefore, we went to an online festival to keep our commitment to our filmmakers. We had accepted their films in competition. So those that wanted to be an online festival, they submitted. Some held their films over for this year.
Oh, okay.
And we did fairly well. We're the only film festival that we are aware of in the South at this point that's done an online film festival. That is, it's coming.
Okay.
It's not going away. So we're going to use that also to continue to reach filmmakers and to screen the works that we see that come across. Now, we had a film that was submitted by Fisk University, the Rocket Club, they call the Rocket Dogs. And that film has been picked up. We were shocked.
Yeah. Wait a minute, it's picked up from the online festival?
From the online festival.
Huh.
And we got attention from distribution companies from the online piece.
Wow, that is interesting.
Right, so Rocket Dogs, they're in negotiations with Aspire TV. Isn't that something?
It is.
But the story is absolutely wonderful. Here you have a small university like Fisk that has a small science and physics department with a professor that just loves his kids and wants to expose them, Dr. Ken Wallace, to all of the things that's taking place out there in science and where they can go. 90% of the kids that were part of this rocket club were not even science majors. They were majors in something else, but they came together to put together this rocket and competed against Vanderbilt, MIT, the big schools, science schools with science departments around the country. And they beat them in many cases. In many
Is this
areas.
a true story?
It's true.
Oh,
It's
no
true. It's a
way.
documentary.
Oh, it's a documentary, yeah.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
So that piqued the interest of the people at Aspire. Aspire is owned by Magic Johnson, as you know.
Yeah.
So it is. You never know who's
You never
watching.
know. You have really proved you never know who's watching.
So we're very excited about that, and we know that there are more things coming. We have stories. We had a story that has been submitted with famous stars. Well, we had one with Whoopi Goldberg. We've had one that's coming with the lady that played in The Help, the one that made the pie, Minnie.
Oh.
She submitted a film, and that was excellent. We had a world premiere. We didn't even know it was her film, because what happens is sometimes
What's the name? Octavia Matthews?
not Matthews.
Oh, I know the other one, yeah.
Octavia, but
That movie was really wonderful.
yes, it
The Help
was.
was a good movie.
But they submit under other names, or they'll submit
that's
under their
interesting.
producer's name, and we won't know.
Huh. Now that's interesting.
Yeah.
Well, you know, Hazel, whether it's your online, the fall festival, the summer series, you having success no matter what you do. I see.
Yeah.
That's really a blessing.
Well, God has blessed us.
Yeah.
And we are pleased that we're doing something right some days.
Well, we all have those days and times in our lives, but that is absolutely wonderful.
Right.
Well, now, before our time is up, I want to also mention, again, about the Fall Festival and how people can reach you.
They can reach us at the Film House, and all of that information is online.
Well, what's your website?
Our website is www.ibffnashville.com.
Okay.